Alright, and says we are live on the thing. Let me make sure we are live on the... You can see the stream. I forgot to reopen the tab to see my stream. I was all... I may or may not, I'm not gonna lie. I may or may not have just zoned out into Valheim. Yeah, no, I'm just like, I'm doing what I need to do to be the. Wait a second, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock exactly. Where's Brett? I figured he'd be in here. Like, I was just sitting there being patient. Like, hey, it happens. It happens. I'm just saying that's why it took me a minute to get to you. It's like, wait a second, something not right. But how are you today? Yeah, these things happen. I completely understand. Uh, I figure we'll get some pleasantries in, and then we're gonna jump into talking about the the wee topic at hand, the name of the video, and so on. You know how we do. So, of course, we got to talk about the stupid in the realm of geekdom and Disney's decision with the Boba Fett ship and and the controversy surrounding that I just find absolutely hilarious. What's your take on that? Hello? I don't blame you. I completely agree. Dude, like, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. When I saw The Force Awakens, I was like, alright, this is pretty legit. And then just everything after that just got progressively worse. And it just made The Force Awakens look like a cheap knockoff. Like, it made it look like fan fiction. Like, it's like, alright, yeah, pretty much. It's like, alright, guys, alright, hold up, but back up, guys. What happened to the creativity you were bringing us? Not like, you know, I mean, okay. When the fandom got united that the prequel movies are like all of a sudden actually like good, that's when you know you screwed up. When you united the fandom in liking the prequel trilogy. And I'm not even a Star Wars guy, I'm a Star Trek guy. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I got a little bit of Star Wars in my background. I'm just saying I'm mainly a Star Trek guy. Which we were. What was that? Oh, dude. DS9 is a great series. I'm personally next generation guy, but I love DS9. And you know what's funny is once again like when new series and new additions to the franchise make the old ones look amazing in comparison. Do you hear anyone complaining about Enterprise anymore? Just, right? It's like, oh, ooh, okay. So can we talk about that for a second, guys? STD ruined it to the point where Scott Bakula now can be like, I'm a better captain than whatever they got going on now. Oh, it's still funny to me. Oh, hold up. They can't hear you at all. I mean, fix that. But oh yeah, that's right. Wait. I thought I had a specific for. Well. Booyah! Now they'll probably be able
Okay.
to hear you. I'm glad we hadn't started talking about anything of importance. This is exactly why I do stuff like this. Because I will have a herper-derp moment and be like, haha, I go pooey. Pooey sticky. Oh, you
Okay.
my friend.
Hi, Dylan. Okay, can people hear me now?
Can you hear him, Dylan? Is he able to transmit properly?
Hello.
Oh, dude, this is why I hate playing so much WoW lately. My friends got me into it, and I'm like, they changed everything about it and actually made it kind of fun. I feel ashamed that I feel ashamed to have said that sentence on so many levels.
Oh well.
At long last, I found what I've been searching for since I hopped on earlier. Base.
Let me check the feed, see if I can hear myself.
I don't know. I was trying to give Dylan a chance to respond. You're like, somebody help us! We need an adult.
Oh, good. I can hear myself.
Word. All right.
Nice. All right, cool. But yeah, back to what I said about. I mean, okay. Discovery's bad, Picard is bad, but Lower Decks, I mean, like, ignoring the Rick and Morty animation style and the fact they're making an outright parody show that for God knows what reason is official canon to Star Trek.
Yeah, I know.
Why would you name it after one of the best episodes from Next Generation? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know episode names.
No. So there was an episode of. I know this because I watch a lot of SF Debris videos, and most of them are Star Trek reviews.
A real quick question. Just so you know, you do break up every now and then.
That's a quirk of my mic, I think.
I wish you had told me. We might have been able to figure something out. Now you dishonor not only Mother Russia, but you dishonor yourself.
To be honest, that accent almost sounded like you were trying to do an impression of Blitzwing in Transformers Animated.
I'm just doing multiple things. See, it's a fusion. I want to confuse everybody so no one can go, you're being a something. So it started German, threw in Little Russian, kind of Chinese. Just standard, generic movie villain. You know what I mean? From, the 80s, 70s and 80s. Like, you expect, hello, Mr. Bond. You did not think I knew you had to find my lair? Well, your reputation precedes you. Like, where are you from? Afghanistan? What? Are you trying to say you're, German? Yes. Where is that? It's on the corner of Russia, Germany, China, and Afghanistan. No, there's no place at the corner of those. Yeah, there is.
But yeah, back onto my points. The Lower Decks is the Next Generation episode that was. It's beloved because it showed a side of the Enterprise you never really saw. It wasn't the main cast. It was all these. It was hosted like all the side characters, like
all the people that keep the Enterprise running and functioning as a ship.
Yeah.
And not just all the people you see on the bridge who tend to do all the, I guess you could say,
stuff.
Yes, I was gonna say action-y stuff, but yes, but the people that actually have real jobs, I'm just saying, they can't afford to go to fancy galas. Do you like being able to eat? Captain Picard! Well, then I need to fix your replicator. I don't have time to hear you play your flute or whatever you decided to play this episode. Excuse me. The next guy comes in, fixes the toilet. Hi, Captain. This must suck getting old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, it's a pretty well beloved episode, and I'm just bewildered that
Would sully it
they
such
actually
a
they
way?
went in. Yeah, and not only that, it's like I can't believe this was something that I didn't clue into until I started really looking at it. But every time they bring back Jonathan Frakes to play Riker, it's like each appearance is worse than the last.
It's like, you are the thing that's destroying it. Why, Riker? Why?
It's like I mean, like he had that kind of they kind of crowbarred his appearance into the series finale for Enterprise, right?
Yeah,
Which was also kind of funny because that's supposed to be Riker at a younger time in his life.
yeah, where he's like 50, 60 pounds lighter, to say the
Yeah,
least. So you're
and also
telling me
Jonathan.
he lost 10 pounds going to Captain Picard in that first scene? Or in that scene of that episode from where he was? Okay. Yeah, uh-huh. I'm not buying it, sir. I am not buying it.
Yeah, and hold up, I just think I heard someone knock at my door. I'll be right back.
Oh no. That's a crack it. Don't answer it. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to be the entertainment now. You have been fun.
Never mind, appears to be false alarm. Okay, that second appearance, yeah, I think his second appearance was a card where, oh my, I'll just say this, I'm amazed that nobody's tried tapping Jonathan Frakes to play Santa Claus yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, I mean, I think the internet, YouTube is calling. They're saying you can't speak that much truth and make a joke like that anymore. The people in the background are reeing. Do you not hear them? Do you
No,
not hear them?
no, just come on, look at him. He looks like a mall Santa right now.
Hey, that's a insult to mall Santas. They have to at least actually look happy. He's got that look on his face like the only claim to fame I have is Star Trek. This is some bullshit.
And then you got Lower Decks where he comes off like a complete doofus.
Uh-huh. And it's like, come on, Riker was capable. That's the whole point. Like,
Best of both worlds.
dude, the whole point, the whole thing I liked about Riker is I liked the whole reluctance of him to take on leadership roles, you know, because he had been Picard's second in command for so long, and he was like, I mean, there's still so much I need to learn, you know what I mean?
Plus, I think he also had the Pegasus hanging over his head at that time.
I mean, see, but that's the thing that, like, this kind of goes to show, like, you could tell we're Star Trek guys. We started this talking about Slave One, and it's like, yeah, no, not really kidding. But Star Trek, now see that on the other turn, Star Trek. I love how the fandoms between Star Trek and Star Wars has kind of been united. It's like the Star Wars fans are all like, "Oh man, we got Disney'd, but you got STD'd," and like the Star Trek fans are like, "We got STD'd, yeah, but come on, man, getting Disney'd is way worse." You know what I mean? I love
It's sort
the.
of like it's like choosing between death by lethal injection and death by electric chair.
Mm, but just the amount of it really like it's one of the things that I kind of like about the geekdom community because it goes to show that it's like, yeah, all right, we'll give the other franchise shit, but let's be honest, we all watch it too. Like we want to beat you, but not for good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
like
I mean, like,
what?
I mean, like, I mean, like, just talk with the Warhammer fandom, and they'll have no shortage of bad criticisms for Games Workshop, yet they'll still buy those plastic figures.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you know, I'm one of the BattleTech guys, and it's like, yeah, all right, it's y'all, you guys won, but I know the Warhammer guys did not want to beat us for good. The whole point of it was, you know, to prove that Warhammer was the better, but at the same time to still be able to enjoy it because they were both miniature mech games in so many ways. It's just that Warhammer had a bit more. It had magic.
Warhammer went, Warhammer went in a different direction, decided to be, and BattleTech decided to be a little bit more hard sci-fi with military drama, but and Warhammer wanted to be sci-fi fantasy space opera.
Yeah, it wanted to be D&D space. Let's be honest, and it worked for it. It worked. I'm not. I can't be hating on it. It worked. Like what? Well, I mean, I want to be mad, but I mean, really? Can how can I be? That's like hating on the. As the old expression goes, do not hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
Like, oh man. But yeah, dude. So one of those. All right. Chuck will be about another 15. So I figure we can continue to just have some fun and BS.
Yep. Yeah, sure. I'm down for that.
Like, I already have the Kickstarter pulled up, so we're good to go on that front. Right now on Valheim, I'm working on a little something something. So since me and my friends were like, we're gonna play some Valheim the other night, and I was like, alright, start a new server. So me being me, I was like, I want to build a tower, like a series of legitimate towers. Ooh, I think I overdid that with the walls. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be the top. But the whole idea is to be able to, because have you played Valheim?
No.
Ah, dude, basically Viking Minecraft is like a good way of putting it. Even though there's probably someone out there who's going to be reading at the oversimplification that I put there. Before actually, well, man, actually, shut the. You know, I'm trying to get better at not swearing as much. I'm trying to become a better Catholic here. Why? I'm trying to be a good Irish boy. Leave me alone. Don't.
You're not.
Huh?
You're not a good Irish boy if you're not cursing.
Shh. Yes.
I mean, have you seen Father Ted?
Oh, dude. What's funny is my actual priest has a bit of a mouth on him. Not the worst,
Like,
the worst, but and he's
not like Father Jack. He can only say like
alright.
three words.
I get spelled to my death almost.
But
But
drink.
Dude, all I gotta say is, like I said, I'm trying to build, like, legitimate towers. And it's like, alright, I got this, but I'm at the same time apparently thinking that gravity doesn't apply to Vikings for some reason. Just because you're a Viking does not mean you don't fall. Yeah, it does. Oh, snap. I literally have like one thing of health left.
Oops.
But yeah, like I said, Viking Minecraft, dude, it's so much fun. So what I'm planning on doing once I get the area good and secure, I'm gonna be a complete troll and build me a Catholic church. Complete, like, I'll figure out a way to, like, I won't be able to do a crucifix. Wait, mods. Let me see if there's a crucifix mod. I would laugh if there is. So put it in my Catholic church. I'd make pews and everything.
That sounds dope.
Oh, dude, believe me, I find the what you can do in these games to be hilarious, because it literally is like one of the things that I always liked about Minecraft is it really was what could you think up that would be awesome and unique. Like when I
Yeah,
first, huh?
I was agreeing with you.
Like, well, one of the first things I tried to do when I first, oh, and I am to dead czars. Luckily my bed's right next to me. Anyway, one of the first things I did was when a buddy of mine introduced me to it and was like, yeah, so you can play my world. I made my house. I went and made like part of it glass and everything, and had lava going down the side of it like a lava waterfall. Like, I come up with weird ideas. I didn't need any light in the house because I had literally lava light. Literal lava light. uh I don't know. Like, do you have any awesome stories? Like Minecraft shit that you built?
I wish I did, but I don't really play Minecraft. I just the type of game Minecraft is, I don't know. I just really couldn't find myself getting into it.
Really?
I like. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get the appeal of Minecraft. I totally do. But it's just, I don't know. I don't think I sat down long enough to really kind of take it in, and like I remember the first time I tried playing like Fallout 3 or Oblivion when I was in high school, and I remember feeling overwhelmed just because of how I'd never played games that open before, and it's like
Gotcha.
Like I remember just feeling kind of lost. I wasn't sure, like, oh god, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Like, I was used to games with a little more direction.
And all that freedom just was kind of like, fuck do. I don't know what to do,
It's like,
man.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, that was pretty much how I was feeling when I first played like those games. It was just the amount of freedom I had was a little overwhelming. I mean, to someone who had, like, up to that point been used to games that, like I said, were a bit more direct.
Yeah, no. I figure while waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and stream some of the Valheim.
Hey, please do.
How? Because, you know, when I said I'm working on a tower, now you can see the tower and be like, ooh, that is a tower. That is an awesome looking tower. You are trying to do it big, because, you know, Why not?
Yeah. I mean, for example,
Well,
you build a tower, might as well build it big.
all right. Well, no. You can't build it too big. All right. But no. So I've always been in my group of friends. Like, I'm the builder. I'm the one that generally thinks up. All right. How am I going to make sure we have good defenses against, like, let's say me and my friends are playing Empyrean, right? That game is pretty much, you get dropped on a planet, you got to worry about, once you get your base set up, aliens coming in and trying to destroy your base and get in and, you know what I mean? Just
Mm.
give you a bad day. Well, I set up our base on the last server that we had before, you know, an update just kind of we kept getting booted from the server, lag issues. I was like, bro, I'm not paying for something that we can't even use because the last update and the server just aren't getting along. But oh man, dude, it was. I pretty much made it to where everything that came within a certain radius of the base. I don't know why I'm trying to go through down here now. Oh, that's why I'm not getting any luck. I'm too far down. But if you came in with a certain radius of the base, you were going to be like straight up hosed, Tommy. Straight up hosed. Because the turrets, the way I did them, was it was set up in like almost full 360 around the not just bottom but all the way up going through, because our docking bay, our hangar bay, was at the top of our building. All right, or with a ground floor and then a tower above it, but it was big area, like, but everything was underground, but it was right there on top. And we had turrets and everything on top of that. Turrets all going all the way around the garden, but that was out on the water. Like, oh, dude, things did not make it when they tried attacking our base. It was free supplies every time, free bullets, free everything. If you ever, PC or console, I should ask this.
I'm on PC these days.
Good man, good man. How are you how are you liking being a part of the PC master race?
I guess the best way to put it is I can't imagine why I would ever want to go back to consoles now.
I had the same, dude. I had the same feeling. Like, once I finally took that leap of faith, like, the computer I'm playing this on right now, I built myself. Like, it is a beast of a gaming rig, dude. I went and looked at, for a comparable computer, alright, similar to what I have here. It's about 1,500 to 2 grand, depending on who you go through, because some sites I noticed was charging more. So, and that's also a lesson in why you, quite frankly, build your own computer and don't bother getting a pre-built, like, or you know, someone else to do your custom build. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like my PC I got that was made by a buddy of mine.
Hey, there you go. Like, better than, you know, like a console in almost every way.
Yeah.
Like, what do you got a Steam?
I do. Yeah.
Nice. May I suggest getting a Humble Bundle monthly?
Haven't thought about it.
It's worth it, dude. Like, all right. So last month, I got. Let me bring it up. And I know it was Metro Exodus. Oh no, that was a couple months ago. But last month, Civilization 6 Platinum Edition, Secret Neighbor, Stubbs the Zombies in uh, Rebel Without a Pulse, Worms Rumble, Going Under, Panzer Paladin, Milky Way Prince, The Vampire, Desolate, Inkenfell, Paw Paw Paw, Effie, and Disjunction for Galaxy of Games. Plus, you get access to their Trove, which is basically like a whole bunch of DRM free games. So worth it.
It's always good.
Mm-hmm. Believe me.
DRM free is always nice.
It is worth and it's like, well, I'm grandfather claused into the $12 price. I was about to quote that price and I was like, wait a second, no, they upped their prices. And I still have that original price. Have fun paying $20 for basically what I get for 12. Got to love grandfather clauses, dude. But like right now, dude. Alright. So right now in the Trove, okay? They have trying to see what's an interesting one that's actually kind of well known. They got Blackguards. They got a lot of the Broken Swords. They got Night Club. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Like a lot of these. Oh, we gotta. We finally have. Oh nope. I thought we did. For a second there, I thought we had Chuck in here.
Oh.
Gotta bring that up. Pay attention. Make sure I find out. Oh, that's why, because I was hearing the stream through whatever you're listening to it through. Yes. All right. And oh.
Oh.
So Gorgonite had basically posted one of his OCs, and artist combined it with his personal OC. I made the joke because it's basically a demon combined with a mermaid, and the joke I made was I expect Sebastian to pop out with these and say these kids today with these comic book references. Because, you know, Little Mermaid. I'm showing my age here, alright? I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Definitely funny. One sec.
Oh, let's see.
But yeah.
Oh, we got Neostar in the chat. How am I doing, Neostar?
How are you today, sir? How are you today? We are waiting on Sporkman to get here, and then we're going to talk about some Changelings 2. Which, once it's on Indiegogo, I will back. I guess don't do Kickstarter. Nothing personal with you. Just I hate Kickstarter. I'm all like, fuck you. You know what I mean?
It depends. I mean, I haven't thought about going to Indiegogo, but I guess but I could. But I might have if I see a high enough demand for it. Where it's so far you're only the second person. So far you are the second person to ask.
Well,
to broach that topic.
Alright, dude, it's simple. I mean, if nothing else, I can always buy one off you personally if it gets, like, well, it will, but when it's funded and everything and you're ready to fulfill. I can just buy one personally off you. Boom, I have a copy.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
I mean, either way, I get a freaking copy. That's all I'm worried about. I want to, like, I got, dude, that's the way ended the first issue. I'm like, okay, we can't be having, bro, quit playing, quit playing, quit playing.
Don't worry, you'll be able to, you'll definitely be able to get a copy once it goes up for sale on the merch store.
All right, if nothing else. But yeah, I know I gotta. Like, I had to message Tim Lim. I was like, so when is the, the IGG, man? I don't do Kickstarter. He's like, August. Bet. Fucking. I still have yet to get a chance to actually read my issue 3 of Common America. I'm like, mother. I need more time. But, yeah, dude. Let's see. How much longer does it... He said he was rebooting his computer. I know he's having some issues with it.
Yeah.
Like...
This is gonna sound like it. This is gonna sound completely non sequitur, but I swear there's a point to this. So, a friend of mine who also is the art... Antonella, who she's also the artist for Mythochibis, like... She's been drawing a lot of stuff related to Sleepy Hollow and Edward Scissorhands. Like, I think she's been watching a lot of Johnny Depp movies lately. So me being me, I get the idea. Why don't I just tweet at her, hey, maybe you should watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
See, I've seen that movie once. I still have no clue. I was like, literally, this is me after watching that movie. I'm like, what did I just watch? Alright.
I mean, this is a movie inspired by the Hunter S. Thompson. Like,
Alright. And Spark says he's having difficulties with his mic real quick. So...
You know that Hunter S. Thompson is one of 5 people who has a positive article in Encyclopedia Dramatica?
What?
No, I'm not making this up. You go on Encyclopedia Dramatica and check out Hunter S. Thompson's article. It's positive.
That's funny.
Yeah. The other, I can only name 2 other people who do, which would be Dick Masterson and Socrates.
Yeah, and one of those people was brutally killed for speaking truth to power. Just saying.
I'm just saying, yeah, but imagine what you have to accomplish in life to get a positive article in Encyclopedia Dramatica.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, just I'll pull up Hunter S. Thompson's article because just the opening paragraph is a riot. Encyclopedia Dramatica. It's a... Come on. Load. Why is Encyclopedia Dramatica's site so clunky? Rhetorical question, I don't expect anyone to have an answer for that.
Never been, so I couldn't tell you.
Neil Star says Common America 3 was dope. I'll take his word for it. I haven't read it yet either. I think I read the first 2 volumes. No, I read the first one. That one was... I liked it.
FYI, just, grabbing dinner real quick.
Yeah, no problem. Hunter S. Thompson was a noted IRL troll and the lulziest journalist of all time. Rumor has it that he died doing what he loved. Screaming his tits off as imaginary pink elephants ate his liver. Although, if I remember correctly, if I remember correctly. It was actually in Thompson's will that he had his be cremated and have his ashes fired out of a cannon.
And
It
what's
was
sad, I would not be surprised if that was actually true. Just because, okay, from what I heard about like Johnny Depp researching to play Hunter Thompson, he, if I remember right, actually lived with him for like 6 months. I was like, what? Oh.
Sorry, I got. Oh man, they got a list of all his IRL trolling techniques. Spray painting. This one, man, Bob, this one might get you. Spray painting F the Pope on the boat of the Australian racing team.
You know, that's a punchable offense. I mean, don't get me
Leaving
wrong.
a trail of methamphetamine.
I wish Pope Francis would stay out of the politics, but I do like him for the most part. I do think he does a pretty good job. He just gets baited into politics too easy. It's like, look, dude, you're not me. You're supposed to be better than me. Don't be baited into politics like that. They're
Leaving a trail
trying
of
to get you to
methamphetamine. Leaving a trail of methamphetamine through Houston's airport's customs. Diffusing uncomfortable situations with high-power mace. Calling his Mexican attorney a Samoan. Screaming lines from the Book of Revelation in crowded hotels. Handing people money, then saying he needs it back to eat. Getting Nixon's SS agents drunk on wild turkey. Never forgiving his brother for being a hellbound, word if I say it, it will probably get this stream canceled. Convincing people he was going to be murdered when in reality he was just going to self-inframe the CIA.
That is hilarious.
Trolling everyone into believing presidential candidate Ed Muskie was an ibogaine addict. I have no idea what ibogaine is. Yeah.
Like, dude. Exactly why I said I had no clue what was going on in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. But everyone who has ever been a fan of Hunter Thompson has pointed out the man was a legend and has told me various things that this man has done to earn the status of legend. And even I'm like, you know what? I would want to punch that dude in the face, but man, did he do some funny shit.
Yeah. He did a lot of was under the influence of drugs. The guy will, like, if Count Dankula hasn't done a Mad Lads episode on him yet, I'll be surprised.
Right. Because he was the maddest of Mad Lads.
You'd be hard pressed to find a lad madder.
Alright. Oh, dude. But you know what the difference between him and the one dude? The leader of the Weathermen and everything? Leader of the Weathermen was just a douchebag who tried to act edgy and act cool. Hunter Thompson actually was edgy and cool.
Yeah. Plus, he got a movie made about him. The Weatherman guy did not.
Exactly. Like, ha.
Oh.
You want to talk about being salty? That's a die salty moment. Like, yeah, that's right.
Also,
dude. Die salty. You ain't getting no movies made about you.
Also, I can kind of point to, I think, another reason why you couldn't follow that movie. It was directed by Terry Gilliam.
Name sounds familiar, though.
Monty Python.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah? Wait, didn't he die?
think he's still alive. Let me check.
I thought Terry Gilliam was the one that died.
No, he's still alive.
I'm thinking the
But
one
yeah,
that played
his
Arthur in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I can't remember his name.
I'll have to look that up. But yeah, Terry Gilliam's contribution to Monty Python was all the animations.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I've always liked Monty Python. Like,
Mhm.
mainly because, I hate to say it, okay, you can't be a fencer when I was in high school on my fencing team and not have seen Monty Python at least once and not have found it ultimately hilarious. Everyone on the
The guy
team.
you're thinking of. Yeah. Also, the guy you're thinking of, guy was Graham Chapman. I just
Thank you,
looked it up.
thank you. Remember he died in like the late 80s?
Yep, October 4th, 89. The Oropharyngeal. I can't pronounce it, but it's some kind of cancer. Some kind of cancer in the throat, it looks like.
Oh well. Well, that sucked. Because he was
Yeah.
funny as shit. He made, I mean, come on, dude. He
But yeah.
made a great King Arthur because he was the ultimate straight man throughout the whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
That movie would not
Yeah,
have worked if Arthur was just as slapstick as everyone else. And the fact that he was able to keep himself the straight man and not laugh is what made it so good.
I mean, that's also part of why Ghostbusters works so well, is because Winston plays the straight man to all the crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to, like, that you need to have someone to have the normal person reaction to make comedy work.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people forget. It's like, never forget the straight man. The reason why the old comedy techniques worked, why you saw a lot of duos back in the day, you know, Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, so on and so forth. It's
The
because they were,
Marx Brothers.
yeah, it's because they understood one simple thing. If you have one
Somebody
guy,
needs.
yeah, if you have,
Somebody has to have that. Somebody has to have the normal person reaction.
yeah, they have to have that. They have to be the straight guy, while the funny man makes the jokes. Like, who's on first, who's on second? Do you know how frustrating that is to do in real life? But
I've never attempted it, but I believe you.
I have. I just did it recently. And I got so mad, and I'm like, and I realized after the fact that it was a who's on first, who's on second moment. It made me even madder because it's like, freaking Abbott and Costello, we would not have, you know, any understanding of that without them. You know what I mean?
Can't imagine it. Cannot imagine it without them.
Well, it's not actually going who's on first, who's on second. It's a moment where
That's actually the names.
yeah, but the whole point of you're both, you think you're explaining the same thing, but you're both saying two different things, and how it's being said is getting confused. You're both technically conveying the correct information, just in different ways, and you're not understanding that the information's getting confused and lost in translation, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's so hilarious. It's like, oh, but it's so mad while you're in it, and then you're mad when you realize you just had it, but funny when the time has passed.
Like, also even Tiny Toons got, like, in the first episode when Babs and Buster are, like, holding auditions for side characters, and they're talking about it. We need a straight man, and guess who shows up for it? Hampton.
Because Porky Pig has always been a fantastic straight man. He was never really the zany one. He's always been the well-reserved kind of everyman. That's why Porky Pig was always liked.
Yeah, and Hampton basically does the same thing.
Mm-hmm. See?
The difference is he's just more of a neat freak than Porky.
Mm, it's one of those. When it comes to comedy, you can never put it past the masters and how they did it. He's still having problems.
Yeah. And yes, sir, you have to love Winston. He's the heart and soul of the movie.
Like, mm, dude. Wait, which movie? Confused now.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Oh yeah. See, I was never a big Ghostbusters fan. Really wasn't.
Really?
Dude, last time I seen Ghostbusters was the 80s. Does that tell you something? Like, and you can't say that it was just, oh, well, just because, it's never been on. This is Ghostbusters, dude. That thing had a long-lasting cultural standing that still is with us to this day. You cannot, to say that Ghostbusters does not come, or would not have come on TV in that time. Literally, I go, oh, Ghostbusters is on, I'm putting it on something else now. I don't know why, I've just never liked the movies.
Apologies if you hear some noise in the background. It's just a little warm in my apartment, so I put my fan on.
Dude, it's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
There we go. There we go.
I'm kind of impressed that when you had, like, Hampton and Porky, the ultimate straight man in a comedy group. Yes.
Oh, dude. What I always thought was good about Tiny Toon Adventures is they did a really good job of updating the updating the characters for modern kids, while keeping them what made the original characters work funny.
Well, the thing was that the Tiny Toons were their own thing. They were their own characters. They weren't there to, like, replace.
Yeah.
This is something I actually really appreciate. They weren't there to replace the Looney Tunes. They were, like, they even set up Acme University. So, like, the whole conceit was they were learning from the old Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm. But they still had the ones that they were similar to. Like, Buster Bunny was very Bugs because he looked up to him. And so was Babs. But, not Bab, what was her name?
They were still their own. Which?
The female.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
The female bunny.
Female.
That
was Babs.
It was Babs? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they looked up, they saw Bugs as a role model, but they were still their own characters. Like, my brother and I commented on that the difference between Bugs and Buster is that Buster's more adventurous than Bugs.
Very true.
What it is.
Very true. But, they're still really well done. I mean, the same thing with, like, Animaniacs and whatnot. All the various, Steven Spielberg cartoons that came out during that time. Like, they were... I've yet to see the new Animaniacs. There's some people who says it's good. I'm still kind of iffy and on the fence about it. But that's me. I never actually...
The only one I can actually call legitimately bad was Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain, and that's just because the concept just does not work.
Because
I actually said that I watched a couple episodes, and it's like, this just doesn't work.
Yeah, that's because... Okay. Pinky and the Brain work because Brain's the genius, Pinky's the complete moron, and it's funny to see how they tend to inadvertently cause chaos for each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, Brain's plans would either fail because Pinky does something wrong, or there's something Brain fails to account for. or Brain's own ego gets in the way.
Which has happened a couple times.
Yeah.
And
The thing
well, what I like
with
though.
Pinky Almiron, though. Yeah, keep going.
Did you ever hear the theory that Pinky actually was purposely acting dumb to thwart every one of Brain's ideas?
It kind of sounds like one of those theories that's fun to think about, but you're not. But it's probably not true.
Yeah. And we got a Sporkman in chat.
Yeah, he says he's updating the driver.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna audio drivers are gonna have to reformat the PC. It's all right. It's all right, Chuck. We'll keep going. We'll keep going if we have to.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah, to bring it back to. Yeah, to bring it back to Pink Almiron, the Brain actually did a little digging into that. This wasn't even a show the team was even wanted to make. Like, it was because the network wanted to put Pinky and the Brain in something that was more of a sitcom setting. And so they just kind of made them do it, and so they pretty much just phoned it in. Like, it's not. I went in expecting it to be annoying because
with the concept.
Elmira could at times. Yeah, Elmira at times could be a little overbearing, and she was in Tiny Toon. She was made purposefully to be annoying.
Yes.
So this had but when I actually sat down and watched it, I just watched it. It's like, okay, this isn't anything that I find offensive, but I don't like it, and it's just because they put Pinky and Brain in a setting they don't fit in, and not only that, they put Elmira into a role that she doesn't fit into either.
Yeah. Brett said his mic has a loose wire on it or something like that. Was it?
Yeah, as a quirk.
Yeah, so every now and then he just goes through periods where he breaks up and it's like, But,
yeah.
Oh. So,
yeah.
Since we are having issues, 1 second, I have...
Oh man, people do not understand how much of an accident Freakazoid is. Like,
Freakazoid
you could not.
Freakazoid worked because it was also its own thing.
No, I mean, yeah, but I learned from my brother that it had a rush production, so the writers were throwing pretty much every joke at the wall to see what would stick, and it's out of the four. It's probably the least polished, but it also kind of works in its favor because there is nothing like Freakazoid. Wasn't anything like it when it was on TV, and there still isn't. Like, it's a completely unique show.
Well, they also managed to, how do I put it? It worked with the way the character was structured by him being real zany and being Freakazoid, and just throwing those jokes at the wall. It actually made the jokes work a lot more because it fit with the character. Let's see, big girl.
Oh yeah, it sort of fits the kind of character and the kind of show that it is. But yeah,
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it worked in its favor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. There's now because it has such a scattershot approach to the jokes. There are some duds, but more often than not, But more often than not, the jokes really work, and they help give the show a unique sense of identity. Like I said, wasn't anything like Freakazoid when it was on TV, and there still isn't.
Hey, but that's one of those, I guess you could say, things that we took.
It's a happy accident.
Yeah, things that we took great joy in back in the day, that we wish
it was
still around today. Back when, shows were allowed to take risks and everything.
Freakazoid was a happy accident, and it could not be duplicated.
Like I said, when shows were allowed to take risks.
Yeah.
Alright. Since poor Chuck is having issues, how about we do some talking about the Changeling 2, my friend?
Hey, let's do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
No! Don't do me like this. You're not supposed to do that.
So just one more thing about Freakazoid Neostar. Freakazoid greater than Deadpool. I'm just gonna say it.
How could you? I thought you were my friend. And then Deadpool just starts crying needlessly. Alright, come on.
Come on.
I
Uh,
don't know what
I mean,
just grabbed.
unlike
Oh, I see what happened.
Freakazoid never became the victim of overexposure like Deadpool.
True, you know, that's a fair assessment, dude. Like, Deadpool was always a great character up until the point where they just made it to where he was all you saw from Marvel.
He was in everything. Hey, Chuck jumped in.
Hey!
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
I tell you what, like, it has been nothing but problems. I'll have to tell you the story once you get finished doing everything. Let me tell you the story about how pain in the ass, and it all comes from Daz. Why I have all these problems. So I'll let you do your changeling thing, and then.
Hey, we're glad you were able to make it.
Yeah, you jumped in just in time, Chuck.
All right.
I already backed you, so.
There we go.
Awesome.
All right, so as you see, we have the Changeling Kickstarter up on the page, and look at that! Look at that! 1,903 with 78 backers and 17 days to go.
Also, note.
I think what we should do is we need to, like, the last couple days, we need to do, like, a push stream just to make sure we get you over. I mean, I know you're doing pretty good. You've been steady with your increase in numbers and stuff like that, but, you know, we don't want you to just be at 2,000. You know what I mean?
And you never know.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Bob, note that little thing under the promo video.
Which Kickstarter connects creators with backers to fund projects. Rewards aren't guaranteed, but creators must regularly update backers.
No, right. No. That thing right under the promo video, not the banner.
But here, project we love.
Yes.
Nice. That's gangster.
You go through the project you go through Kickstarter's projects we love plus section, you'll find Changeling in it.
What ranking are you? Do you know the ranking, Brett?
I don't know if there is. I don't know if there is a ranking because I went digging through it and it just kind of seemed like it was.
Yeah,
it looked like it was.
Go ahead.
It looked like to me if there was a ranking, it was ranked by how much money the project was bringing in.
All right.
It goes by. There's a couple different different ones. Like 'cause we got it too, Sporkman, and we only did what we did was how we were able to get it is because you know we had a low funding. You know, you're at 2,000, which is a good range, or you 2,500 or 2,600. What's your goal? 2,600.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you're at a low goal. And you've been steadily your progression of backers has been kind of steady. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at your numbers every day that you're posting, and I'm like, okay, so you keep bringing in new people and stuff like that. You know, so you're at least getting 1 or 2 backers a day. You know.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what happens. So they're like, there's a couple different things like they do, like how many, like what your goal value is, how many often you're bringing in people, you know, and you know there are a couple other things too. I mean, you're kind of a YA thing, So there's a lot of different things. I mean, you could be on it just because it's cute, chibi. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
And don't
it
forget,
does.
someone did get the be in the comic perk this week too.
yeah, that's a big.
That was Dylan's mom.
That's hilarious.
Oh, well, it's just hopped in.
Hmm?
Oh, nobody.
No.
Never mind. But yeah, it was actually good too because that same day that we'd also lost a backer, and it was also someone for a cameo tier. That spot became vacant. Dylan's mom wanted it, and she grabbed it.
Nice. And of course, everyone knows Dylan does a lot of work with you guys on the Mythoverse project.
Yeah, he does. He's as I put on the Kickstarter page, he is our own homegrown superstar artist.
Right? The legendary stream killer.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad you guys pilfered him away from Jimmy because I know he was being wasted on Jimmy's channel. Because his art has grown tremendously.
Oh yeah.
I love seeing people progress in their art, and just the last year and some change, that you guys have been working with him, his art has gotten really good. I'm looking forward to more of his art in Bitch. Hopefully there'll be more of that series and stuff.
Actually, Bitch, he just wrote for that one. The art was done by Rosalind Summers.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you're honestly, where Dylan really started turning a corner with his art was on dropping out, where Dan just sort of gave him the freedom to do whatever he wanted with the book, so he just really just kind of pushed himself to just he just pushed himself to make that book as wild as he could. But he was pulling from all, he said he was even trying to copy stuff he saw in the Breaking the Habit video by Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mess with your mic again. Toggle what you do with the cord and everything to get it working right.
So yeah, he was. He was. And just since then, he's just been on this incline. He just keeps getting better and better. It's got to the point where
that's how you get better at anything.
It's also gotten to the point where Dylan is honestly his harshest critic. He will.
That happens, dude. That happens.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, but yeah, he'll just Dylan will just look back at his old art and he'll say "Oh, I could have done that better."
That's what you have to do. You have to critique your own artwork. You have to be able to take, look at yourself, look at what you've done objectively, and where you could be better.
Yeah. I mean, true.
I mean, I don't know why he's hating. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How is that bad artwork?
Oh, that isn't Dylan. That's Victor. Victor and Ginger.
That's Victor and Ginger.
I thought this said
Dylan only did Dylan did the variant.
Oh, I thought here it looked like Dylan's style, so I was like, all right.
So I was looking at the feed and you were stopped on one of the comic pages I showed off.
Go down to the next one. Down to the next one. Keep going down, Bob. Keep going down. Go up. I thought it was on there. I thought his variant cover was on there.
It is on there.
I thought it was this one.
It is on there.
Yeah, that's
is
the
it
one.
The one? The one with the Akira reference. That's him.
Yeah, that's what I had on screen.
There must be a slight delay. There must be a delay on the stream or on my end.
I was like, wait a
minute. My bad, Bob. But yeah.
See how
like I said,
to confuse me, man.
It was my. Sorry. But yeah, speaking of improvement, I like even Victor and Ginger got better. Like the art now is like there's a noticeable night and day difference.
Colors. I think I think her along like her colors. For me, like I think there's nothing she needs to change. The girl's just amazing with colors. I mean, she look what she did with both of our projects. I think Sporkman would not have gotten what done. You know what I mean in terms of the colors and popping the way it was without Ginger. I just really think she really and Eric agrees, and I know a lot of other people I've talked to agree that she has the ability, and I think she shortchanges herself way too much about what she does as a colorist, in my opinion.
I think it has more to do with the fact that she's just kind of more drawn to doing stuff that's more monochromatic, and also she's more of an illustrator than a colorist by trade.
Yeah.
So I mean, like she brings some good sensibilities, but it's a little bit outside her wheelhouse. Still,
All I gotta say, she illustrating is the passion, coloring pays the bill.
Yeah.
Giggity, giggity.
Yeah, that's what you got to look at. Sometimes that's what I do. I would love to be working on comics 24/7, but me doing networking and all the other stuff pays my bills. So,
yeah,
Brent, I know you feel me too. I know you agree.
Yeah, I gotta. That's why I gotta work at a warehouse so I can pay bills and have food and.
Right. Oh,
I think a lot of us who do indie art, comics, for the most part, we would rather be doing, artwork and writing and stuff like that versus being, stuck behind a desk all 24/7 doing something we don't like or working in the warehouse. You know what I mean?
or
movie theaters or whatever.
Or if you have a few other problems, putting them out on the corner, cause when we doing the trade, you have to remember that if you don't have your hand strong, your pimp hand strong, then your women cannot be making you your money.
I wonder. Sorry, I'm talking to myself, guys, because I'm working on DAS right now, so I'm trying to see if I can.
What can I say? I've been on a Cat Williams kick lately. Don't hate. Don't hate.
I'm not just. Cat Williams was funny.
It's like, dude, when I remember back in the day when Cat Williams came on the scene, he was so unique and whatnot, but at the same time he kind of got big in movies for playing himself. I'm just saying. But back to the CHANGLING.
Yeah.
So let's go through these perks, bro. You got all these perks out here. You got the Mythoverse Comics support $10. All right. Oh wait, $3 PDF copy. Changeling 1, 2, and Ashenhertz preview.
Mention that we're attaching a brand new book to this campaign too.
Ah, I did not know about this. So that's what this is right here.
Yep.
At the very bottom.
Yeah, 5-page preview for a brand new Mythoverse title.
Of a magical maid who does things with, the power of love and friendship.
I mean, it is pretty shoujo inspired. Or to hear Aurora talk about it, that's the writer.
It is what it is. I have no issues with. Look, shoujo's nice to be popular. Look what Brian Stormer, Sarah Rogowski. Look how well Common America is doing. It seems like a lot of people want magical girls and magical girl teams. So why not?
Right? I mean, who cares? Who cares?
Yep.
I mean, and on top of that, let's be honest. I mean, Are we any better? I mean, we all know if I had set up my mic and turned it on right now, you'd look at my background, and most of what you'd see would be, various comic book things, i.e., Batmobiles and whatnot, Superman, and all my Star Trek stuff. But I'm just saying, all the comic book stuff. Are we any better with our literally muscle-bound men in tight tights? I'm just saying. We
No,
are
no,
we are not any better.
no.
You can have your magical schoolgirl with her power of friendship. I am not going to judge you for it.
It's just one different. It's just one different type of
Yep.
power fantasy is all
Yep.
it is.
Yep. So I'm just like, you know what? No judgment.
There's really no difference between magical girls and superheroes, in all honesty.
Right?
You
Just
know,
outlandish and hokey.
yeah, I mean, most if you look at most magical girl stuff, unless you're like talking about say Madoko or something like that, a lot of it is very campy. A lot of it is like very superhero-ish and stuff like that. I mean, over the top. Look at Cutie Honey.
Yep.
I mean, you know.
Well, see, but when you start going to some of them though, you start upping the age required to see it, and you're just kind of like, is this magical schoolgirl or is this just meant to be pure porn? And so I'm just saying, I can see the point that some people make where they're like, but the fan service and magical schoolgirls. Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Look at magical. Look at. I mean, you look at early Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
And they have nudity. You just didn't see You just didn't see the what we would look at today, in terms of a lot of hentai stuff and like that. But they had naked figures. They got into baths and when they transformed, you still had an outline figure. So
it's one of those things you gotta go like it's Japan. It's how they are.
Yeah. But she is Sailor Moon.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
I like that. Son of a bitch and then an echo.
Hey Bob, what's the next perk?
Alrighty, so the next perk. $5, get a print copy of Changeling Issue 2 featuring an exclusive cover by the Mythovert superstar Dylan Fagan, including a free digital copy of Issue 1 and Ashen Hurt's preview.
I probably should disclose that no matter what tier people back at, they'll be getting a free digital copy
of the preview. Yes, all of these have the preview.
Well, not just Ashen Hurts, but also Changeling Issue 2. That in case things get held up in printing, it's something we've actually made. It's something we've made part of our crowdfunding policy since the first Kickstarter.
And basically, you got the same $5 for Issue 1 if you want, and then for $10,
it's just a retail variant.
Yeah. But and for $10, you get both issues 1 and 2, including digital copies and the previews. For $15, you get a print copy of Changeling 2, a variant cover by Dylan Fagan, along with a campaign-exclusive poster designed by Omenomicon? Omenomicon, okay. Go figure.
Yep.
And, of course, the other 15 is basically 2 instead of 1. And for $25. Hey, buddy. For $25, you get a print copy of Issue 2, a copy of Mythoverse Year 1 Omnibus, which collects issues of 1 Changeling, an urban fairy tale, Adobe Kroger, Dame Commander, and Mythics, and Volume 1 of Mytho Chibi's. Hey, man, it's a good deal. It's only $25, man. I'm telling you, I got like 3 guys already lined up looking for this. So you want this, bruh? You want this? I. Because the crackhead trying to sell you stolen merchandise.
That sounded more like a Rick impression.
Listen here, if I'm gonna do a Rick impression, I'm gonna go full Rick and be like, you know, doing my thing and just being like, listen here, Morty, I'm a bit smarter than you. I got things going on. I got the science thing. We're gonna get these crystals. We're gonna do this portal thing. You're gonna enjoy it, but if you don't, excuse me, Morty. But first, I gotta. These are beautiful women, Morty. These are beautiful women, and I told them I'll do beautiful things to them.
Reeling in.
So I can do. I actually can do a good Rick because full like drunk Rick having a good time. I get into him. All right, and for $45, you get issue 2, the Omen.
Why is it? Dang it!
Yeah, but
Omnicom.
Omnicon poster. Year one omnibus in one convenient package, and for $50 you get the Print Supreme. Get it all, retail and variant covers. Year one omnibus and Omnicon poster. I don't even just correct me. Just don't leave me alone. I hate that name.
You were close enough.
I hate that
You were
name.
close enough that time.
I hate that name.
If you scroll down, you'll see the poster she designed.
That's it right there?
Scroll up, actually. It's the one that's with all the black and red.
Yeah, I'm on it right now. You just got to wait for the delay.
Yep.
Like this one.
Yeah, I forgot.
Look at those elfie.
Yeah,
Look at those fake ears, thread eyes, cat hoodie. What you really need to have. I'm surprised you don't sell hoodies that are that hoodie, because everyone would buy it.
We did for the first campaign. The problem was because of the design. Dan's wife had to make them all by hand, and it's time consuming as hell.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
we haven't found a way to mass produce them.
Like, once you figure out how to mass produce them, people will buy them. I will buy one.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
I have no doubt. I have no doubt people would buy it. We just need to find a way to mass produce them
right?
first.
Ultimately, what's sad is all of us are cat people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, my little guy's taking a nap on my bed right now.
Mine's sleeping on the bed too.
Mine I let out and he has yet to want back in, but I think that's mainly because of the fact that he was feeling neglected because I was on the stream. It's like, really, cat?
Sturdy.
I can't have you loving on the mic like you like to do midstream. Everyone hearing as a cat's rubbing his face up. Like, really, cat? Why you gotta be doing my listeners like that? But alrighty, so what was that rough? So estimated delivery next month? Really? Or this month?
September.
September.
No, September.
Okay, cause okay, there we go. Further down. Gotcha.
Those should all say September.
There's one that said July. That's why I was kind of confused. It was digital. Pledge $3 or more.
Digital is a different story because digital you can just beam right in through an email.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So basically, what's all changed? What's become different between issue 1 and 2? What all's happened? I mean, the people want to know.
I mean, Maeve's still trying to has found out she's a changeling. That's answered some questions, but it's also created more, and now she's going into the Fae realm to see if she can find answers and whether or not she's. And it's now a question of whether or not she's going to like what she finds.
Nice. Alrighty, and so when are you killing MILF? I mean, I'm going to be asking those hard-hitting questions. The people must know you know how they have fallen in love with her. And now you have.
Will it be killing Sasha?
Uh-huh.
I think it's better if I just let that hang in the air and let everyone's anticipation go up.
It's coming.
It's more fun that way.
It's coming,
It's
but
more
you
fun.
will never
You know
say
that?
when.
It's one of those things.
It'll be
No,
like the
yeah,
worst,
no.
worst horror movie ever, where you know it's going to happen, but you're like, when is Jason going to kill this dude? Come on, but he's the one person that deserves it the most. Come on. Finally get to the end and you see it happen. You're like, yes, the dude that actually deserved it finally got it.
Yeah, it's just that's what's gonna be fun. It's just like you're all always going to be constantly constant. You're gonna be in constant anticipation, wondering is this gonna be the issue where he finally does the deed?
Mm-hmm. Where the poor mother that didn't do nothing gets killed for just being hot to the internet. When it's your fault that you made her that way, and you're punishing her for it. You misogynist. I am Ree. You, sir, shall be cancelled. Ree!
Oh well.
Ree! Good
Oh
answer.
well.
Give me good answer. Good answer. That's the answer you're supposed to give me.
Exactly.
Oh, all I have to say though. So and of course, if I remember right, Adobe Kroger, they're getting ready to have their issue 2 coming out as well. So and then everyone will have their.
Dan already did. Dan already did
Yeah.
that actually.
I could really. I could have
Yep.
swore he was holding off on that
Nope.
till after change.
Nope.
He did. He did it earlier this year.
Yeah, back in March.
And I missed it.
Yep, I actually have my copy.
It's available for purchase on our merch store, Bob.
Okay, I'm literally like the most horrified look on my face right now because I'm like, I thought he was just releasing the first one in the omnibus. I like literally like variant cover and so on and so forth is basically to help pay because let's be honest, the art on Adobe Kroger is very crisp and the artist probably gets paid ultra for that because that's like peak
And
comic book art.
Leandro's amazing.
Yeah, that's like
Leon-
peak comic book art, and it's like,
Leandro
oh,
is like Leandro is like Luigi from the Rags team, where I say he is too good to be working the indies, but I'm glad he is.
uh, like, cause so I expected that I thought he was just trying to secure a bit more funds to be able to make sure to be able to pay for issue 2.
Oh no. Oh no, Dan had issue
Oh,
2 already paid for out of pocket. In fact, by the time he launched the campaign, it was already he had already had a proof copy.
I did not know any of this. I feel kind of sheepish, but I need to get a hold of that now. Like, oh. I'm like, yeah. See, this is my problem. I used to know all the Indiegogos, and now things slip through my fingers, and I don't know exactly what's going on. Because I would have backed it. Wait, did he do an
This
Indiegogo or did he do a
I
Kickstarter?
think it was just Kickstarter. I don't remember Dan doing it.
You know,
That might have.
I would say the best way
Kickstarter.
I would say the best way to keep up to date on what goes on in the Mythoverse, is to be following our official Twitter.
I think I do follow y'all's official Twitter, or at least I was. Unless I did one of those Twitter. I'm gonna unfollow you from this. Ugh.
Wow. But yeah, but it's also for the benefit of the audience. If you want to know if you guys, the best way to keep up to date on what we're going on
Huh.
is just to follow our official Twitter, and it's easy to find. Just type Mythoverse into Twitter search, you'll find it.
Alrighty. Uh, right now, I'm trying not to sneeze. I like that I popped my mic up to mute it, so because I thought I was about to sneeze, and then it's like, oh no, you're a good player. You're good. You're good. Don't worry. Which means now, I'm going to sneeze randomly, and I won't be able to stop it. Stop the mic.
Oh well.
Right. You still alive there, Chuck?
Yeah. I'm just doing stuff on desk.
Not a problem. Just making sure you got real quiet. You got lurker level quiet. Like you're about to be planning our demise. You're like, good, good. Eat the pie. It has all the poison.
Let's see if I can share my screen with you guys.
I should be able to. Let me do Discord, watch stream, and there we go. And I should be seeing it on. Yep, seeing it on uh the stream. Look at that! Look at that! Uh. You are trying to show off, are you, sir? Very well. We will let it stand.
Well,
Uh, so, what you got? What
here,
other changeling mythoverse news
careful
is
here.
there out there, Brett?
Um, that's pretty. But
Pretty much
this is
it.
pretty much it. At least. I
Well,
mean, there's. There's. At least all I can think of that I'm at liberty to talk to. I can't say we're doing stuff over on our Patreon. We recently relaunched Mytho Chibis, which you can now access through our Patreon.
nice. Which I always appreciated and enjoyed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Antonella's still doing the art for that, and it's just she hasn't lost a step one bit.
She's showing people how it's done, son.
Oh, honestly, she is such a great person to work with. She's like she keeps us updated every step of the way. She's very professional about it, and she loves working on it too.
Well, that's always good to know that your artist enjoys what they're drawing. Because when they enjoy it, it shows in the art.
Yeah, Dan is also recently wrapped up the first chapter for the Mythoverse's racing manga, the Triple Crown.
A racing
Now this one is going to be a very unique. Oh yeah, you heard that. If you ever look at Dan's Twitter, Dan loves F1 racing.
And well, that's
Did you stream kill?
yep, that's probably gonna be a stream kill. Well, oh well.
Oops. Oh.
Why would they?
Oh.
If you're working with dads, why would they care?
Well, we shall see. Right now, it's still up. It's still up by looks of it. I'm just saying. I saw that. I was like, oh, that's funny. Like,
Yeah. Triple Crown is going to be a very unique. Triple Crown is going to be very unique for the Mythoverse in that it's set within the Mythoverse, but it has none of the fantasy or supernatural elements.
okay.
It's a straight up slice of life racing manga.
That I like that. It's like, so we normally have everything that's Apple related. Well, this time it's gonna be cherry related. You're gonna like it. Screw you, hippie. It's still a part of the universe. Just because it doesn't have the supernatural element, doesn't mean it's not a part of the world.
I mean, yeah, I doubt the main protagonist skips Sparks. I doubt you're gonna be seeing her battling the forces of darkness, but she'll more than likely be a major celebrity within the larger Mythoverse. Like, people will have heard of her.
Nice.
I mean, F1 racers are still. I mean, what F1 racer isn't a celebrity?
Well, I mean, here in America, not too many, but that's just because Americans aren't really into F1. I'm not into F1, but I got a friend who is, and that's how I've kind of
I used to be into F1 racing. I used to be in a lot. I liked a lot of IndyCar racing and stuff like that when I was younger. But I got out of all that stuff too.
Like, well, this dude, like, he grew up watching all the races with his family, so that's why he's so big into it. Me, on the other hand, I never really got into things like that because, well, quite frankly, I was never a big, like, race guy, never big sports ball guy, never big any of that. Like, it's just meh.
There's worse things you could be into. You could be into NASCAR.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
just because my teeth are screwed does not mean I am married to my cousin.
And
you know,
you film everything.
I can make a bunch more redneck stereotypes, so I'll hold off. Alright, so...
Dude, I went to high school in Michigan, and almost all the kids at my school were into NASCAR.
I'm sorry.
It's just, I was like a legit fish out. I was kind of a legit fish out of water there just because I wasn't into it. It's like,
Right, come on.
the only time NASCAR is interesting to watch is when the crashes happen.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's what you watch that stuff for, is crashing.
And then you have the fact that, like, or that one dude that's like, they talk to, sir, why are you out here today? Boy, well, see, you see here, me and my brother, we were out here because he had some extra tickets to the racing. Well, we also knew we were going to need money per 6-pack, so we brought a couple of those. Then it turned into like 3, 4, 12 packs. Plus there's the free cigarettes that were always about, but NASCAR done capitulated to the liberals and took them away. You know, like, what does any of this have to do with the question you were just asked? I'm confused, sir. Like, that's why they watch NASCAR. They're still trying to figure out what the train wreck of human beings that make the rest of us feel better.
I'll just say this, at least stuff like F1 has there's stuff like honor and stakes and shit. It's just not only that, they have better sponsorship deals than NASCAR.
Yeah, but
Pop in asking who was doing 3D modeling. It's me, Dominic.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
but
and also F1 cars get the latest tech that eventually finds its way into the consumer market.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But
And Dan actually joked that anytime an F1 busts its fender, he's like, "Well, there goes my house." Because legit, those parts that go into an F1 racer are stupid expensive.
oh yeah.
If you ever watched, there's an anime that they actually do F1 racing. It's like the steps, how somebody starts off with a kid, got into go-kart racing, and he goes all the way through till he becomes an F1 racer. A base model F1 racer, like entry level, is like I think they said 300 million yen. You know,
What's that in US? What's that in dollars?
I'm
Yeah,
playing
I'm gonna do
AoE
some
3 Definitive Edition.
Yen to USD. Okay, you said what was it? 300 million yen, Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 300,000. Okay, let's see if I got this right.
Yeah, it's about 2.6 million.
$27 million.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
that's
rich.
base. That's just base. That's not including like all the extra add-on stuff like they put in their cars and stuff like that. You know, with all the different things and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just working on learning 3D modeling.
Alright.
Not only that, like F1 drivers also have to be Olympic level athletes just to handle the G's they're dealing with.
You know, and it's, which is really funny. Even NASCARs, like a lot of people think like, oh, NASCAR drivers are fat and lazy. No, they have to have the body to be able to withstand those G forces too.
Yep.
Oh, and also they got high endurance because those cars don't have air conditioning.
And they sweat like ball sack.
Yep. Oh, you ain't lying there. I'd be.
So, yeah.
I'm
NASCAR may be a trash sport, but the drivers are legit.
Alright. And also, you got to figure, you are sitting through hours of.
I will still argue it is not a sport. Even though they have to be in shape, it is not. NASCAR is not a sport.
Well, here's a thought for you, dude. Like, or my thought on that. It's like, you also got to figure they have to sit through hours of. I mean, come on, dude. That gets old fast. Really fast. Where you just like, okay, I'm gonna fucking shoot somebody if you do not. Oh, God.
You're doing. Like I actually know a guy who races like small. Like we have a racing track near us and stuff like that, and they're practicing. I mean, they're running 100 miles, 200 miles a day. On racing. It's like, oh my God, I couldn't do that. Sitting in a car like that long. Nah, not for me, man. Not for me. I respect you, but I ain't doing it.
Like, why,
But yeah, to bring it back to Triple Crown, I think it's as I understand it, Dan will be able to clear up any confusion, just in case I don't remember all the details. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be premiering in American Hops. The thing Brian from the Rag Scene's been cooking up.
okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be us. We're gonna have Natsumi Spearhead in there. I know Dan's comic is gonna be in there, and a couple other ones. We're gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be the first issue, but I know Brian's like. I think he wants to do like a quarterly release.
Which
That's
would be awesome.
Yeah, and it's gonna be each story is gonna have roughly 15 to 20 pages, and there's going to be like three to four stories. So it's basically going to be an anthology. It's going to, have 3 to 4 stories within the comic itself.
Well, as I understand, Brian set it up with the intention of making it like an American Shonen Jump.
Yeah. Yeah. I think his goal is to eventually get it. I don't know if he wants to get it to it monthly, but at least bi-monthly or every 3 months.
Nice.
Quarterly is probably the most realistic goal at this point in time.
Yeah.
I really hope it does well.
Right? Be awesome.
Yeah. I think I would like to see it because honestly, we'll have, I think Nicholas Mueller's going to be in there doing something from Demon Hunter Raven. I think Clayton X is going to have something in there, and I believe also the same with, what's his name from Draw and Talk? Like, I think that's just some of the people.
Tyler, girl with the mega fist.
Yeah. I think that's just some of the stuff we're going to have in there. I can't 100%,
say one way or the other, but
yeah. No, I guess if you want details, hit up Brian and see what he can tell you.
Exactly. That there be that real true.
I think he wanted to do it that way also because kind of like I know like Exciting Comics is doing the same thing, over their AP. they're kind of doing the same thing where what they're doing is they're taking like comics instead of releasing like say 30 pages all at once. They break it up into like 15 pages. Like they do that with their horror comic, their sci-fi comic, and also their superhero comic.
Nice.
So it kind of gives people exposure to a couple different artists and creators and stuff like that.
And remind them that, there's some, there's that good shit out there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Oh yeah.
Alright. And we've been going for a couple hours now. I think it'd probably be a good spot to go ahead and call it. So, Brett, where can everybody find you?
Just get me on Twitter at Celtic Brett. Follow the official Mythoverse Twitter at Mythoverse, and donate to the Kickstarter, or if you haven't already. If you can't, that's fine. Just spreading the word about it helps plenty. And if you can, feel free to donate to the Mythoverse Patreon.
Nice. Alrighty, Chuck, where can people find you?
As always, everybody can follow me at Sporkman Studios on all of the interwebs. And also our website is getsport.com, and our comics available at wickedpublishing.net. We should be getting we're still waiting on the second proof. I was told it shipped last week. We haven't gotten it yet. So, so we will hopefully we'll get our final approval here soon. And I want to apologize to all our backers. We're hoping things will get done quicker than this. But that's all I'm going to say about that. So,
Hey, at least you're still working on it. All right, folks, and always, you can find me on the Twitters at Brainiac420. You can find me everywhere else as Bob Jones Comic Wars. And we shall catch you fine folks later.
night, guys.
And